It's about 6:15 p.m. on Tuesday, January 13th. This post is for ICE agents. Do you guys not understand that this administration, Donald Trump, Christy Noem, Stephen Miller, are hoping that some of you get shot and killed on the streets in Minneapolis? Do you not understand that this administration wants to sacrifice some of you? They don't care which ones. They could give two shits which ones. They want you to get shot on the streets of Minneapolis by civilians. They want that to happen. Are they paying you enough for you to get shot and killed or shot and gravely permanently injured for the rest of your life? You guys are this administration's bait. You are the bait. They want violence against you so that they can ramp up even further. They can't do that unless a few of you get taken out. And are you guys still operating under the fucking delusion that Donald Trump is going to issue you a pardon when this is all over? There's 3 years left in his term. You can watch how the next 3 years of your fellow ICE agent Jonathan Ross's life goes and see how this is going to work out for all of you guys. You guys think that this administration is going to save him from being prosecuted and convicted on a murder charge in a state court, not a federal court, a state court. Donald Trump can't pardon any of you from state charges, let alone when Democrats take the House back a year from now. They're going to get all of your payroll records, all of your personnel records, all of your job applications, all of your personnel files, all of your photos, and your names and your addresses. The rest of us are going to know who each and every single one of you are. What you're doing right now is going to follow you for the rest of your life, if you're lucky enough not to be prosecuted for it by the state of Minnesota or Chicago or Washington, D.C. or Los Angeles or Portland. The only person in the executive branch who was granted immunity from criminal prosecution by the U.S. Supreme Court was Donald Trump. That immunity does not transfer to any of you. It does not transfer to any of you. I don't know what you've been told in your training classes or something, but you watch. You watch how the next 3 years of Jonathan Ross's life goes. Whether he is in protective custody by the Trump administration or whether he gets arrested and charged and prosecuted for murder, his days as a free man are over. They are over. He put 3 bullets into the head of a mother on a residential street in broad daylight and filmed it himself, while everyone around him was also filming it. Everyone around you is filming every single thing you guys do every single day. And what happened to Jonathan Ross? He lost his temper because Renee Good was rude to him, or her wife was rude to him. So he shot her in the head. He lost his temper. In that moment, changed their family's life forever, Renee's family, but it also changed his life forever. He's never going to be a free man ever again. You think Donald Trump's going to protect you from that? You think Donald Trump gives two fucking shits about any of you? You think Stephen Miller cares about any of you? Christy Noem? She shot a puppy in the face and then wrote about it in a book because she thought that would be a good idea for her to do that. Tom Homan might save you if you pay him a $50,000 bribe in cash in a little grocery bag. I hear he's partial to those. You think Mike Johnson's going to save you? Or Republicans in the Senate? I wish I had some insight into what you guys are being told in your training classes or your little morning meetings before you go out, put your masks on, and beat up women all day long. I wish I knew what your superiors were telling you that lead you to believe that you are not going to face any consequences for the things that you're doing, all of which are being captured on video. It must be one hell of a sales pitch. It must be one hell of a sales pitch. Either that, or you guys are all unimaginably stupid and gullible like every other Trump supporter in this country. What is it that they are telling you that leads you to actually believe that you are not going to face any consequences whatsoever for what you're doing right now? All of which is being documented on video. Every bit of it is being documented on video, except for when the off-duty ICE officer shot and killed Keith Porter on New Year's Eve. We don't have any video of that. Each and every one of you is going to be held accountable for what you're doing. You're not going to have immunity. You're certainly not going to have immunity from state charges. And Democrats in control of the House, as with every other federal officer, no other federal law enforcement office in the country, state, federal, local, no law enforcement officers in this country wear masks except for you guys. And you keep wearing them every day. And that is evidence of guilt. That is evidence that you know what you're doing is wrong and very likely illegal. That is evidence of guilt. Every single fucking day that you guys get up and put your masks on, you're doing that because you know you're doing something wrong and you don't want anybody to know who you are because you're doing something wrong. Democrats in control of the House are going to get every fucking shred of paperwork from DHS and ICE and Customs and Border Patrol. And that little fucking Nazi Greg Bovino is not going to be able to save you either. I really question whether you guys have any comprehension of what is coming for you as far as Congress, the legal process. Do you guys have any idea what's going to happen? I mean, like I said, you're about to learn through watching Jonathan Ross's experience. Do you guys honestly think that he's going to be able to go back to his house and just go back to his life and live among his neighbors again? Stop and think about what the rest of his life is going to be, regardless of whether he spends the rest of it in prison, which he will. He's going to be cellmates with Derek Chauvin. They can be in protective custody together. Because a few months ago, I guess somebody stabbed Derek Chauvin 22 times in prison for murdering a black man. You murdered a white woman, Jonathan. Jonathan done fucked up. Think it over, guys. What are you doing?